So welcome to a session that is part of our basic computer skills training. And today we will about to tackle the about the PowerPoint 3D features. So this is bring your presentations to life with 3D. So how to get started with 3D in PowerPoint so that our presentation is not that boring and dull and hindi lang naka-flat, but also to make it interactive and engaging, we will have to uh, involve the 3D animation or 3D presentation for more to give life to our presentation. So all credits to Microsoft Office. Okay, credits to Microsoft Office. So this is to be presented by EdTech Teacher Training Center. So this training material is from Microsoft themselves. Okay. So why use 3D? Because in 2D slides are just static or static portrait, and audience is passive and cannot interact because it's just 2D, flat lang siya. It's just a typical 2D illustration that we are used to see. Okay? But in 3D models, 3D helps foster conceptual understanding and visual and spatial thinking. So from that, nakikita natin yung iba't ibang perspective ng ating illustration, and it is very interesting for our audience to see our presentation. And also, animated 3D model display objects within space in ways text and images cannot. Okay? So that is the advantage of 3D models. It displays the object within space in ways text and images cannot. Kasi yung text and images are just flat. Okay? It's the common display of the 2D slides. But in 3D models, we can see the different perspectives in every angle because basically it is 3D. Okay? So next. So no 3D model. Bakit walang 3D model? Saan ba tayo maghahanap? That's not a problem because in PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, it is already downloadable and we can search for it. Okay? So there's a lot that we can uh, input to our presentation. So that's not a problem. As long as we have internet connection, as long as our Microsoft Office PowerPoint is updated, that's not a problem. So Microsoft makes it easy to insert a 3D model. It's very easy. It's just like a pie. Okay? Simply go to the insert ribbon and click on the 3D models option and choose the option for online sources gallery shown at the right. Select the model you wish to insert. So that's it. So 3D models is a subscription only feature. If you have a subscription, the next slide shows how it works in a new presentation. So I will just dito muna tayo. So punta lang tayo sa insert ribbon dito. And then punta na tayo sa 3D models. Ito siya. Makikita niyo siya dito sa parting illustrations. Okay? And choose the option for online source gallery. That's why it is important for us to have a stable internet connection para meron tayong online 3D models kasi nga is online. So we have here different 3D models. We have all animated models, animated animals, animated for education. So lalo sa mga teachers. So ito, try natin ito. So we have here the dinosaurs, the earth. So ito. So we have an astronaut illustration 3D model. So we also have the heart para kahit wala tayong real objects na may pa-present sa ating mga students, especially sa mga teachers, wala tayong realia, shall I say. ah, meron naman tayong 3D models na kahit papaano hindi yung puro imagination na lang tayo sa ating mga students. And also we have this one sa muscular system. Kahit papaano kahit wala tayong objects na mapakita, walang illustration, at least we'll have the 3D model. Unlike sa mga books na puro lang 2D illustrations, at least dito makikita nila lahat ng perspective. So, okay? So, try nga natin, insert nga natin yung heart. So, wait lang po tayo. Ayun. So, ito na yung heart. Pero pwede natin siyang mapaikot. Okay? In different perspective. So that our students will not just be able to imagine. Okay? Para actual pa rin nilang nakikita yung parts ng heart. Okay? So that's it. So now, proceed tayo sa ating next slide. Okay, so ito siya. To insert the 3D model, from the insert ribbon, go to insert. That's what we did. Okay? And then go to 3D models or insert and go to 3D models from online sources. So from that will open the online 3D models windows where you can search or browse categories of various 3D models right from within the PowerPoint. So the hint only is that you need to be online when you add the model. So that's why we need a stable internet connection for us to insert a 3D model because it's not a default or hindi siya already downloaded na sa ating PowerPoint. That's why we need a internet connection. And number two, to search for a keyword, type a word or phrase into the search box at the top of the window and press enter. So yun. So we will try that later. And to insert 3D model, click or tap on the model. Insert. The 3D model will now be downloaded and placed onto your PowerPoint slides, just like what we did earlier. Okay, so there are two ways to position and rotate your 3D model. So before that, ito po muna pala. Okay, so we can also search. Try nga natin. So from this, insert, punta tayo sa 3D model. And we can also search. Search natin volcano. Try natin. So yun, meron tayo. So in case ito yung topic natin sa science, at least our students will not just imagine what is the part of volcano. So from this, we can provide a concrete illustration of our lesson to them. So let's insert this one. So inserting 3D model. So mag-i-insert pa lang siya kaya kailangan natin ng internet connection. So, yun. So from the very start, it's just like a typical 2D illustration. Okay? It's boring. Pero kapag inikot na natin yan, ma-amaze yung ating mga students. Wow, ganyan pala yung illustration na ipoprovide ni sir. So from that, we can catch the interest of our students. So yun. So doon, pwede tayong mag-search as stated in our bullet number 2 to search for a keyword. And next, how to own 3D model so you can import it. PowerPoint allows us to import a variety of popular 3D model formats. So no matter your workflow outside of PowerPoint, you should be able to find a suitable solution to make your 3D models portable and presentable to virtually anyone, anywhere and in any device with just a few quick modifications. So ito siya. So from a file, pwede nating all 3D models, a film box format. So we have a different format for it. So to insert a 3D model, go to insert and then go to 3D models from a file. So meron tayo kapag meron tayong nasa file lang natin. So from that, we can no longer need uh, an internet connection. Kasi hindi na natin siya i-insert online. So this will open the insert 3D model window where you can search your computer network or cloud drive for any saved 3D models. Kapag meron na tayong uh, prepared and ready-made na 3D models. So we can insert that to our PowerPoint presentation. Insert the 3D model by selecting the file and click on insert. The 3D model will now be placed on your PowerPoint slide. So let us try. So insert. So hindi ito. So ito, we have this arrow here. And then from this device, we have the stock 3D models. So meron na tayong naka-prepared na 3D model sa ating device. So on my part, on my end, wala pa naman akong prepared na 3D device. Okay? This device. So far, nakasave na dapat ito sa inyong files o sa inyong drive yung 3D models para you can no longer need the online 3D models. So on my part, I don't have any, so I can show it, but that's how it works kapag meron tayong uh, downloaded na 3D file sa ating drive or computer. So we have different formats as stated here. Okay. Okay. So there are two ways also to position and rotate your 3D model. So try them yourself with the parrot on the right. Okay, so we have here the parrot. Okay. So alisin ko lang siya sa presentation. Punta tayo ulit dito. So try them yourself on the parrot on the right. So ito siya. So click on your 3D model and click on hand. Okay, click and hold. So yun. And your 3D control to rotate or tilt your 3D model up, down, left, and right. So that's what we are doing now. So ito siya. And number two, that's the number one way. And the second way is that alternatively, you can, with your model selected on the ribbon in the 3D model tool format tab, you can click on 3D model view gallery to apply one of the various position views. So okay, ito siya. Di ba ito? Pag click mo itong ating 3D model, magkakaroon tayo ng another format tab dito sa taas ng ating PowerPoint presentation. That is the 3D model tool. And then, eto siya. You can click on 3D model view gallery to apply one of the various position. So, eto siya. Ito, pwedeng ito. So, there are different positions that we can make from this tool. Yun. So, we can reset the 3D model. We can explore a lot of features from this tool. Okay, so that's it. So we can also rotate. Okay, so that's it. Ito naman sa rotation. Okay po. And next, pan and zoom. To resize or crop your 3D model with a frame, you can use the pan and zoom tool. So let us try. So all you have to do is to select your 3D model and then go to 3D model and pan and zoom. Try nga natin. So ito, select your 3D model, go to 3D model, tayo dito, and ito siya, yung pan and zoom. So there's a note here that the pan and zoom tool acts like an on and off switch. Okay, that's the feature or the use of this pan and zoom tool. So once pressed, you'll see a gray box around the pan and zoom button to indicate the feature is activated. So click nga natin. Yun, pan and zoom. Okay, yun. So pag hindi pa siya naka-activate, pero pag clinic na natin yung pan and zoom, tignan ulit natin. So yun, meron ng gray background dito. So that means that it is activated. So to freeze, to activate, so since it is activated, all we have to do is just to press the button again to deactivate the pan and zoom. And that's what we do. Okay, yun. Naka-deactivate na ulit siya. Pag activated siya, ganito na siya. Okay? So that is the bullet number 2 states. With the pan and zoom button enabled, now we can move, rotate, and resize your 3D model. So try nga natin. So dito, naka-activate siya. Okay? So we can have this. Ayun, naka-zoom. Pwede nating ma-zoom. That is for the pan and zoom. Diba? So yun, merong zoom button dito sa atin once it was activated. So alisin ko yung deactivate ko. So mawawala na yung zoom button sa kanya. Activate ulit natin. So yun, wala na. Maro-rotate na lang natin siya. Pero kapag meron pan and zoom, try natin ulit. So yun. O, yun. Pwede natin siya ma-pan and zoom. We can move, rotate, and resize our 3D model using that tool. And number 3, the last one, when you are finished editing, click the pan and zoom button again to exit pan and zoom mode in order for us to deactivate this feature. Okay, now animate your 3D model using the morph transition. So this feature is another one to our animating our 3D model. So try it yourself with the parrot on the right. Okay, so ito siya. Then duplicate this slide. All you have to do is to duplicate this slide. Right click the slide thumbnail and select the duplicate slide. So punta tayo sa home. And then so after that, punta tayo dito sa slide thumbnail and then duplicate the slides as stated here. So and then dalawin na yung ating slide. So next one naman po is in the second of these two identical slides, change the 3D model on the right in some ways. So we can rotate, we can move, and we can resize. Okay, sa resize naman yung ating, yun na, yung pan and zoom. So then go to transition. Nasaan ba yung transition? Ito. And then select the morph. So yun. So try the new morph transition. Just duplicate the slide and drag around, morph moves everything at once. Okay? So, try natin yung morph. Yun. Gumalaw na siya. So, try ulit natin. Yun. Gumagalaw siya. And then, try natin ulit. So, yun. Gumagalaw na siya. That is the morph. So, return the first 2 slides and press the slideshow button. Then, play. Then, select play to see your parrot morph. Try nga natin sa preview. Yun. Punta tayo sa slideshow. Then, pagka-current slide lang natin. Yun. Gumagalaw na siya, di ba? So, kapag ganyan, so, click ko lang ulit yung next slide. Yun na yun. Balik ko ulit sa dating slide. So, yung gumagalaw siya. That's how we do the morph transition sa ating mga 3D models para it is interactive and engaging and interesting sa ating mga audience. So, try nga natin ulit. This. Smooth natin. Then, try natin yung morph. Okay. Yun. So, preview natin. So, kung ano yung last na ginawa mo, yun yung magiging transition niya. So, yun. Ayan, dito tapos likod. Ayun. Diba? So, that's how it works in the morph transition. So, animate your 3D models using the animation tab. So, we also have the animation tab. So, try it yourself with the parrot on the right again. Then, number 1, select the 3D model on the right and go to animation. Ito yung animation natin. Animation tab. Then, we have the turnable. So, yun. Umiikot na siya. So, effects option gives you even more options for turnable. So, we have the swing. So, yun. Umiikot siya. So, at least hindi boring yung ating presentation using our 3D models. So, yun. We have the swing. We have also the jump and turn. Yun. So, from that, we can explore a lot of effects and animations to our 3D models. So, number 2, explore the other new animation design, especially for 3D models. We have the arrive, swing, jump and turn, and leave. So, try nga natin yung leave. Yun, umalis na siya. So, arrive. Ayun naman. So, click and add animation to combine the 3D animations with other classic 2D animations such as fade, blow, sync, and one of the many motion paths animation to test and see what that is possible. So, try din natin yung sa 2D. Okay, so pwede din siya sa ating 3D animation. Yun. Try nga natin. Yun. So, with that po, that is the session of our basic computer literacy for 3D animation sa ating PowerPoint presentation. So, maraming salamat po and I hope you learn a lot from this simple session natin para sa basic computer literacy using the PowerPoint presentation.